Look, Pranesh, there is no other way of saying it. Kamal Haasan is the Rahul Gandhi who speaks Tamil. The only thing lower than this fellow's credibility is his intelligence, which is surprising because him being a decent actor, the least he could do is act intelligent. Remember, he had recently propagated another ridiculous argument that Tamilians are not Hindus. Kamal Haasan's claim that Kannada originates from Tamil is absolutely not supported by linguistic or historical evidence. So, Mr. Kamal Haasan, please replicate in your real life what was your role in the film Pushpak, a silent one.
I am surprised that every little statement. Why are people getting so affected with these things?
No, language is at the heart of our civilization, ma'am. Maybe people from the film industry don't understand this. I'm sorry to say this, but this is not some every little statement, etc., etc. Dr. Ranganathan, why don't you, set the baseline?
Look, Pranesh, there is no other way of saying it. Kamal Haasan is the Rahul Gandhi who speaks Tamil. The only thing lower than this fellow's credibility is his intelligence, which is surprising because him being a decent actor, the least he could do is act intelligent. Remember, he had recently propagated another ridiculous argument that Tamilians are not Hindus. Well, would I be accused of body shaming Pranesh if I comment on the pitiful size of his cranium? No one is revered more by us Tamilians than Lord Kartikeya or Muruka. And who is he? Son of Lord Shiva. And what did he do? He said to have invented our language, protected our language. Tamilians wouldn't exist without Tamil. And Tamil wouldn't exist without Muruka, son of Shiva. And you know what Muruka means? Mu is Mukunda or Vishnu, Ru is Rudra or Shiva, and Ka is Kamala or Brahma. Now if this, the Trinity, isn't the core of Hinduism, I don't know what is. And now he comes up with another blooper that Kannada originated from Tamil. Honestly, he should just stick to doing nothing and saying nothing. Let me explain. Please give me a minute, it's important. The claim that Kannada language originated from Tamil oversimplifies hugely the complex evolution of Kannada and ignores its distinct development trajectory. Kannada is an independent language with unique characteristics, not a derivative of Tamil, has a significant influence of Sanskrit on its vocabulary and literary tradition. Kannada's earliest documented form appears in inscriptions like the Halbidi inscription 450 AD, which showcases a distinct type and linguistic structure. Proponents of the Tamil origin hypothesis often cite lexical and phonological similarities between Tamil and Kannada, suggesting that Kannada diverged from a Tamil-like language, but these similarities are better explained by the shared linguistic heritage rather than a direct descent. The divergence of these languages occurred over millennia, Pranesh, with Kannada developing its own phonological and morphological traits, such as the use of aspirated consonants and distinct verb conjugations, which are not prominent in Tamil. The argument for Tamil as a source of Kannada overlooks hugely the geographical and cultural context, which are very important. Secondly, and this is important, Sanskrit influence on Kannada is profound, particularly in its vocabulary, literature and grammar. From the 5th century, the Brahminical traditions in Karnataka felicitated and facilitated both the influx of Sanskrit loanwords into Kannada. Early Kannada poets such as Pampa and Ranna composed epics like Adi Purana and Sahasa Bhima Vijaya, blending Sanskrit-derived vocabulary and poetic meters. 40% of modern Kannada vocabulary consists of Sanskrit loan words. For example, words like Vidya and Raja are direct Sanskrit borrowings. The Kaviraj Marga 850 AD, a semical Kannada treatise on poetics, draws heavily on Sanskrit rhetorical. In conclusion, Kamal Haasan's claim that Kannada originates from Tamil is absolutely not supported by linguistic or historical evidence. So, Mr. Kamal Haasan, please replicate in your real life what was your role in the film Pushpak, a silent one.
Dr. Pulla Rao, if Kamal Haasan has hurt sentiments, why can't he apologize? Say sorry, move on.
He said, let me just quote him. Let me just portray his actions. High Court said, apologize. He said, I won't apologize. I don't want my film to be screened there. He seems to be made of much sterner stuff than,
Sterner stuff? 1 minute. What is he trying to be? Some hero? This is not about film. This is about people's sentiments. Can you not understand the difference? You are more concerned about the film, not what people are feeling.
Sentiments. He said, I have not said anything wrong. Now the court said, you apologize. But also the court said we can't stop your film
Dr.
from
Rao,
being screened.
I'm
The
not
court
talking
also
about the
said we
court.
can't stop
I am
your
saying if you've said something that a group of people take offense and say that, look, this has hurt us, it affects our sentiments, why can't you just apologize?
And lots of people are being hurt in Karnataka by language and other places.
Okay,
I agree with
then
you.
if he
agree.
doesn't want to apologize, then let him prove what he said. Let him either prove what he said. But this can't be, you know, you are saying that Kamal Haasan is some superstar. He may be filmy superstar, sir, but you see, this is more than just a film. Avantika ji, where do you stand on this? Why can't Kamal Haasan just say sorry?
See, I saw the statement when he was making the statement. He was not outrageous. He just stated something that was his point of view. And there was a senior actor from the Kannada industry who didn't object what he said. I am surprised that, you know, every little statement, why are people getting so affected with these things? I mean, why is it like, you know, we are fighting over languages? We have bigger issues to deal with, I believe. I don't think this should be made such a big...
language is at the heart of our civilization, ma'am. Maybe people from the, you know, film industry don't understand this. I'm sorry to say this, but, you know, this is not some every little statement, etc., etc. I don't want to, you know, Kamal Haasan is not here to hear from me. So I don't want to put you at the receiving end of all the wrath. But if you see, you are saying that it was not outrageous. Now, who decides what is outrageous? Was it factual? If it is not factual, then it is not right. Plain and simple. Dr. Ranganathan.
Let's get a couple of things straight out here. You know, and Pulla Rao ji, I respect him a lot, and he is half right, because I'll tell you, as a free speech absolutist, Mr. Kamal Haasan has a right to say whatever he says. And number two, may I also gently disagree, at the risk of having a contempt of court yet again on me, disagree with what the Honorable High Court said, because it's not a question of Kamal Haasan has to be a linguist or a historian to say what he wants to say. I don't need to sit under a tree and wait for an apple to fall on my head to say that gravity exists. Brahmagupta and Newton have already told me so. I don't need to experience and discover everything that I would then propound. Other people have done it, experts have done it. The point is, am I right or am I wrong? Kamal Haasan is factually, linguistically, historically wrong. Facts prove it. Now, for Mr. Pulla Rao to say that he is made of sterner stuff because he's sticking to it, I'm afraid that argument does not wash, because if tomorrow I say gravity does not exist, and you prove me wrong, and I say, no, I'll stick to my stand. I'm not made of sterner stuff, I'm made of foolish stuff.
No, you're focusing on the word sterner, you should be focusing on the other word. What stuff?